Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Monday. My name is Nice Peter, and I'm glad that you're here. I'm sorry I missed you last week. I always try to be honest with the audience. I think that's an important thing, we just be honest with each other. And the truth is, I got a little overwhelmed. I got a lot overwhelmed by all these things I'm trying to do, all these videos that I want to make, all these accomplishments that I want to accomplish. Sometimes it's just really hard for me to do them all, and I get discouraged, and I get swamped, and I get overwhelmed by my own things that I set up for myself. If you ever don't hear from me, it's probably just because I'm trying to do a better job of doing more things. And sometimes it's important to take a step back, reassess, reorganize, restructure. How can I accomplish these things? How can I make more rap battles? How can I make more of these songs? And if it's your life, maybe it's how can I play more guitar? How can I sing more? Sometimes it feels like so much. You're at like the foot of this giant mountain, and it's like, how do I climb this big mountain? Well, I remembered what I told myself. You just take it a step at a time. You make a list of the things you want to do. You want to make more rap battles? Make that the #1 thing on your list. But within that, there's all these tiny little things. You gotta make more songs. You gotta find more beats. You gotta choose more characters. All these things are important little steps. And if you take it step by step, sometimes it's a lot easier to get where you're trying to go. It's also really important for me to look up to people that I admire, that are doing great things. And this week, I'm looking up to my friend Daystorm Power. Daystorm Power released a mixtape, an album of his music, and that's something I've been wanting to do for a long time now. He had a little album release party and I got to go, and it was really cool. The Epic Mealtime guy was there. It was crazy. So, first of all, here's his mixtape. It's so cool. It's on this little thumb drive in this awesome little box. So now, without further ado, I'd like to present two things. A little bit of a taste of Daystorm's awesome new album, and some slow motion dancing for your slow motion clip of the day.
Mama said, I look at you, I'm proud. Come on. I know ain't nobody gonna be like. And then my friend said, I look at you, I'm proud. I know ain't nobody gonna lie.
By all means, go say hi to Daystorm, download his mixtape, there'll be a link below. He is an inspiration to us all, an inspiration especially to me. He always seems to keep his cool, and I think a part of that is that he exercises and is a giant, big, strong black man, which I am not. Continuing on the topic of people I admire, you may have noticed I'm wearing a 6 Pink Penguins Playing Basketball t-shirt. This was made by my dear friend Mary Doodles. It's something we worked on together, and they come in a girl's version too. Okay, fine, I'll put it on. Golly gee whiz, this is small. How do I look? Every week for the next few weeks, we're going to be releasing a new piece of merchandise. They're all going to be kind of a limited edition thing. We want it to be something that you can really feel excited about and really feel cool about wearing and owning, and you can know that it was a special thing that only a few people have. So it's become one of my favorite t-shirts because it's blue and it's got penguins on it. I will put a link in the description to this, and stay tuned for more cool stuff every week. Before we move on to viewer mail, I'd like to respond to 2 comments that I saw. One comment said that viewer mail has taken over the Monday show and they want me to get back to more singing and more music and more guitar playing. I agree with you. I like viewer mail, it's fun, but I agree that we should have some more music. I'll put a little song at the end of today's video. This week I wrote a little song about just being overwhelmed and trying to accomplish the things you want to accomplish, and how you just kind of gotta take it bit by bit. The second comment I want to respond to before we move on, I saw a comment saying, wow, it must be great for you to get presents all the time in viewer mail. And it is. It is a great treat. It is something that I am grateful for every day, but it's also something that you can do for yourself. How do you get presents for yourself? I'll tell you. You go to the Goodwill and you could buy the craziest, coolest stuff and give it to yourself as a present for like $8. So today I'm gonna show you what I went to the Goodwill and purchased for a grand total of $14. I present this week's edition of Thrift Store Treasure Hunt. Number 1, I picked up this set of kebab skewers. I love kebabs. I love skewering stuff. I feel like a pirate stabbing vegetables. Number 2, I got this freaky monkey face book. Mostly because of the freaky monkey face. Is it gonna be a good book? I have no idea. Is it gonna freak people out on the coffee table? Absolutely. Next up on the Thrift Store Treasure Hunt, I got this screaming rooster thing. That's a crazy looking rooster. Him and Monkey Man should hang out. Next up in the Thrift Store Treasure Hunt, I got a collection of records. They were 99 cents each. We start with Billy Joel, The Cars, this guy. I have no idea who he is, but I'm sure his music is going to be entertaining. Monkey Man, what do you think? He's strange. Got myself a copy of Frampton Comes Alive, got myself a little Simon and Garfunkel, and some Paul Simon solo work. Then, perhaps my favorite, this awesome Isaac Hayes album of Isaac Hayes just straight chilling in the ocean with some babes. Finally, for my record picks, I got this Silly Songs and Modern Lullabies. Because if there's something I've always wanted to do, it's make a children's album. I don't know why, that's always kind of been something I want to do. So hopefully, over the next few months, years, who knows? I hope to have a long career making music. One of the things I want to accomplish is making a children's song album. Album of children's songs. And finally, for this week's Thrift Store Treasure, I thought this giant screaming eagle would be exceptionally funny, so I'm gonna hang it right next to Dante's room, see what he thinks. That concludes this week's Thrift Store Treasure Hunt, and brings us to a time where we reach out to you, the dear viewer, and see what you have sent in this week's edition of Viewer Mail.
Viewer mail,
viewer mail. Let's see what we got today in the viewer mail. Viewer mail. Let's see what we got today in the viewer mail. This first piece of viewer mail comes to us from Anissa Sanchez Velez in Caguas, Puerto Rico. Wow! I think this is the first thing I've ever gotten from Puerto Rico. They have a zip code. I didn't know Puerto Rico had a zip code. Does that make me totally ignorant? I don't know. Inside we have an awesome drawing that says Nom Nom Babies and a unicorn, but it's been crossed out. I'm not gonna eat babies anymore. I'm gonna eat unicorns. I don't know if I should eat unicorns. I don't know how the button would feel about that. Button, you have anything to say?
Never stop believing.
That means I can eat you.
Miracles are everywhere.
Anissa has also included a letter. Since I'm bored and have nothing to do, I'm gonna ask you a question. Are you single? Haha. I'm just kidding, that's not my question. Alright, what is your question? What is your favorite food? What is my favorite food? It might have to be...
Come on, skewers.
BAM! Got my tools. This next piece of viewer mail comes to us from Chris and Ashley in Marietta, Georgia. Hello, Chris and Ashley. Welcome to the Monday Show. How do you... Oh, snap. I see a mustache kit. This is great. I've seen these. These are wonderful. It's a mustache for every day of the week. I think today, what it being Monday and all, I'm gonna choose the hero. How do I look? Do I look like a hero? Oh! They've also included a pair of glasses. The biggest pair of glasses I've ever seen. That's nice. Now I don't even know what I look like. I feel like a cross between the Fly and a sexual predator. This is not a good look for me. But it will continue for the rest of this letter. Oh, that is an awesome drawing. Holy cow. Oh, it's backwards. Look at my shiny silver hands. That's amazing. They've also included a letter. Let's see what they have to say. Hey, Nice Peter. My wife and I have been watching you now for over a year, and our 1-year-old laughs and enjoys himself as well. Well, that's nice. Here's a special little segment for your 1-year-old. I feel like if I was one, I would enjoy that. This next piece of viewer mail is very lovely calligraphy on the front. This comes to us from Megan and Justin, but it says mostly Megan. All right, Megan, I'll give you most of the credit. And they're in Gaylord, Michigan. I'm sorry. Where? Oh, this is awesome! This is a set of like paper oh, I'm a British man now. I've never seen anything like this. I can have a mustache and a monocle, a little beard all at the same time. I didn't know they made costumes on a stick. And I didn't know there was a town called Gaylord. They've included a letter and it says, Dear Nice Peter, sorry you got booted from the Digitour. No problem. But way to go for standing up for what you believe in. That takes courage. I don't know if it takes courage so much as stupidity, but thank you either way. I'm Megan from Gaylord, Michigan. We say Gaylord, not Gaylord, just to clarify. Oh, well, I'm not gonna say that. Oh, hello, it's me, Phil Johnson, the mayor of Gaylord, Michigan. My boyfriend Justin and I made these silly props for the photo booth company we own. Hope they make you smile and feel extra classy all at once. Love from the mitten, Megan. Well, they do make me smile and feel silly all at once. I don't know what the mitten is. Oh, that's Michigan. Yeah, with the hand thing. Where's Gaylord? I don't wanna. That is a wonderful package. Thank you very much. Best of luck to you and all of your fellow residents in Gaylord. This next piece of viewer mail comes to us from Cliff in Raleigh, North Carolina. Hello, Cliff. Welcome to the Monday Show. We have an envelope and we have... Oh, this is the coolest little tiny Beethoven. I'm gonna put them. I got a little collection of dolls here. I'll show you. I got this sweet Iron Man bobblehead, and I got this sweet Han Solo bobblehead, and I got this sweet Darth Vader bobblehead, and I got this tiny little Beethoven. I also got this lovely little unicorns on a what do you call these? Trampolines? Not trampolines. Triceratops? Tremopolis? What are these called? Trebapas? I know you're sitting there going, this but what is it? Teeter-totter. Teeter-totter. I got these little unicorns on a teeter-totter, and this was actually given to Daystorm at the Chicago show, if I understand things correctly. And Daystorm, being the wonderful person that he is, brought it to me, so it did get to me safely on the tweener. Let's see what Cliff has to say. Dear Nice Peter, my name is Cliff, and I'm a big fan of your work. Well, thank you very much, Cliff. I hope to be doing more of it for you, or at least continue doing what I am doing. I'm writing to thank you for all your hard work to entertain us each week. I know it isn't always easy, but on the hard days, just remember that what you do matters, and it means something to a lot of people. Well, I'm gonna cry all over my bobbleheads, Cliff. I hope you appreciate making me all emotional. Because I know Beethoven is one of your favorite ERB characters, I am sending you this Beethoven little giant. He's quite the creepy little dude, but I think he's awesome, and I hope you do too. Thanks again for all you do. Sincerely, Cliff Bumgardner. Cliff, thank you for your letter and the Beethoven and for your awesome last name. Before I open this final piece of viewer mail, please remember that everything that comes in gets opened, gets loved, gets on a shelf somewhere, on a wall somewhere, and it all means a lot to me. So if you didn't see your package or letter on the show, please don't think it didn't get to me, because it did. And stick around, because I'll do a little song for you at the end of this one. This comes to us from Dottie. Inside we have a letter that says, Dear Nice Peter, I've seen Darth Vader vs. Hitler so many times I know it by heart and even sing it in the shower sometimes. That must be an awkward thing to sing in the shower. I am Adolf Hitler! Hand me the shampoo! Anyways, I got this idea to make this unicorn necklace from your Monday show. Unicorn necklace? Oh! I don't know if you can see this up close, but it's a little unicorn wearing yellow and green sunglasses. I would definitely check out your website and see what other wonderful things you have to offer. See, she's got a little website there. While I do love the unicorn festivities, I think it's time for us to find a new animal to celebrate. So we need a new animal. So I welcome any suggestions of animals that are going to be the new rage around here, or we can just stick to unicorns. I don't really care. On behalf of myself, all these mustaches on sticks, and this Han Solo bobblehead, and this little unicorn necklace, everyone who sent wonderful things, everyone who's out there watching, and everyone who thinks that making music and making videos is an important thing to keep important in life. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next Monday. Bye. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not always easy to be what you wanna be. Just try to find the right direction to face. You'll be on your way. There's nothing in this world that has been done that you can't do. It only took one foot to take the first step on the moon. So just place one foot down in front of the other. Take a step, don't look behind you. Oh, place one foot down in front of the other. Take a step, don't look behind you. 'Cause I believe in you. Oh, oh, oh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, 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 oh. Little bit of a rock and roll ending, I guess.